The harsh reality, college really sucks. Today we're going to be talking about my experience and the things I've learned as a freshman in my first semester at college at the University of Michigan. And let me just dive into everything that kind of sucks about college and the good things and things that I wish someone told me before. So this video is going to be divided into parts because I know that college is different for everyone, and just disclaimer, this is my experience as a college freshman and what I went through. People are having fun there. Personally, I didn't, but everyone to each their own. So this video is going to be divided into parts, talking about academics, social adjustment, and basically personal life. So again, everyone's experience is different. So if you want to go ahead, jump around and find the part that you're looking for, it will be in the timestamps. Alright, so first we're going to talk about adjustment and the adjustment period. I came to the university a week before classes started, so I had a week to adjust. Adjustment wasn't that terrible since I am from Michigan. I lived here my whole entire life. Going to a school that was an hour away wasn't that bad. It was hard with my family and stuff, but I would say that the social adjustment was the absolute craziest part. Welcome week was a lot. There's a lot going on 24/7. I was barely even accustomed to what direction I was going in. So I will say adjustment, I wish I walked in knowing that welcome week was a lot, because I kind of thought I was gonna walk in chill. Now I was going orientation. So that kind of messed up a lot. And I would say the adjustment part of social adjustment was definitely hard, because coming from a not rich family or anything like that, that school is everyone there has money, so trying to relate to other people was definitely something that I was not ready for, if that makes sense. It was really weird a lot of the time, trying to talk to people and engage with people, and also being black at a PWI. I chose it. I knew what I was going into. Again, my experience, not the experience for everyone else or every other person or minority, whatever. But it was definitely hard because I'm a suburban black person, and I went to the black singing clubs, didn't feel I fit in. Went to other clubs, didn't feel I fit in. So I would say that the adjustment, I would just prepare yourself for the unexpected, because you don't know what you're doing until you get there. And you don't know how life's gonna be until you've actually settled in. And personally, I didn't feel I settled into a month in. I was still so confused in where I was, what I was doing. Of course, you're going to a huge ass school, you're gonna be confused. But for me, it just felt really, really weird. If I can give any tips or advice, download all the apps they tell you to download, because they're gonna help you. Find a buddy to go explore with. That's something I did not do, which was kind of frustrating, because I had to do it all on my own, or try to explore. And actually explore, do not stay in your dorm or where you're living for the first week. Actually try to get out and map out your classes, because when the time comes, you're going to be so confused. And also figure out the bus routes. I did not do this until the end of the semester, and it was so confusing once it started getting cold, especially if you're going to a school where it gets cold and you want to take a bus and not walk in 20-degree weather with high winds. Figure out the bus routes the minute you get there, so that you're just accustomed to jumping on the bus and going where you need to go, because for me, that did not happen. But I would say adjustment period wasn't that bad at all. I'm sorry if you see stuff I'm filming on my window, but adjustment period wasn't that bad, I would say. But it could have been better, if that makes sense. So now we're gonna move into academics and what it's like to be a college student. I will say I was a little accustomed to the academic part, because I did dual enrollment my senior year, which is you do college courses, half your day is college, half your day is high school. So I'm kind of used to the rigorous way of college, but I did that at a community college and not a state college, and there is a difference. Michigan is definitely a hard school. It's a hard school to get into. It's a hard school to deal with. It's a lot, and they really don't explain it to you. I would say picking my classes was the worst situation ever. I did it online on Zoom, because we had to do freshman orientation, and I'm in the honors program, and wow, my advisor did not help. I was definitely picking a lot of it by myself. It was definitely so confusing. But once you get it, you kind of get it. Like second semester, it was really easy to figure it out. But at first, backpacking, registration, terrible. Whoever came up with that, terrible. But the overall academics is definitely crazy. It's hard. It's a hard school. It's very competitive. Everyone's like fighting about grades, and I'm just trying to here to get a degree, you know, like everyone's over here like fighting, you know, like I'm gonna be real, like I was one of them fighting because like I'm a perfectionist. Like I had a 4.0 like all throughout high school, like valedictorian status almost. Like I'm very like, but that's the thing about these type of schools is that everyone is like that, so you're competing with people that have been competing their whole entire lives, so take that as you will. But again, this is like my experience with it. Some people don't care about their grades, but like I personally do care. It's definitely hard to get A, like even A minus. I was struggling to get there, but I feel like it's your first semester, like, you know, I'm pre-med, so it's kind of hard to get low grades and get in med school, but I'm not gonna focus on that right now. That's not what we're talking about. But the academics overall are not. The professors I had this semester were like actually so nice and like actually cared about their students. I never had an issue. I had an issue with my GSIs. That, we'll get to that. I never had an issue with any of my professors. They were so sweet and like actually cared about the students. Like, yeah, like extra credit at the end of the semester to give like a credit or stuff like that. Like, you know, they actually cared. They responded to emails and stuff like that. GSIs, or the graduate student instructors, which is like a TA. Some of them I like, some of them I didn't. Again, that's kind of, you can't like choose your GSIs, kind of whoever you get assigned to, like with discussion section you choose or whatever. But I got the short end of the stick this semester, that's for sure. And you know, it's their first semester being a GSI. I'll give them a grain of salt, but it definitely made life harder because yeah, it's not clicking for them. It's not clicking. But overall, academics, finals is finals, but they do give you a lot of time. Like if you use your time wisely, there's no reason you should fail. Like all my professors like actually gave me time to finish things. There was never something that like I had to do the next day, or I was like rushing unless I didn't do it. And I feel like that was definitely hard for me. Like I had no motivation this semester. Like at the beginning of the semester I was like go 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 go, and then towards the end it was like I don't know if I want to do any of this, and okay I did. So I was cramming for my exam the day of the exam. Do not beat me or beat me, I mean whatever works for you. But yeah, the academics were definitely very, very interesting. I would say it was definitely an adjustment period of learning how to be a full-time college student and not a part-time who only goes like once a week. So that's definitely something. Oh, and also figuring out classroom buildings sucks. Especially in Michigan, because a lot of stuff is like on top of parking structures, and Google Maps decides that that's not the location it's actually at. So again, I would advise you the first week to find your actual classes, your actual classrooms, because there might not be a lot of resources. At Michigan, there really isn't. It's kind of like find the building. A lot of buildings are connected to each other, like Mason Haven, friggin' Angel Hall are all connected to each other. UMA has a whole entire auditorium under it. You would have never known unless you asked someone. But also just don't be afraid to ask. Like straight up, if you have older classmen in your classes, ask them and like talk to them about it, because they're not gonna say no. On to social. This was the part that I wish someone told me about, because wow, it sucked. I came to college expecting to have this big friend group, meet all these people, have an amazing time, all this and this. I made one friend the whole semester, and that friend is like, you know, my girl. Like I love her and we hang out all the time, and it's really cool that I made that one friend. But wow, it's really hard to make friends in college. And a lot of people are like, oh, if you go to college, you go. No, I'm gonna tell you straight up my real experience. It is so hard to make friends in college, and I cried and wanted to transfer. Yes, I wanted to leave because I did not make friends, and it's just a real experience for like people. I'm not a socially awkward person, but my social battery is like this big. If I don't know you it's hard for me to talk to you. I went to high school with the same people I went to elementary school with, middle school with, and like, you know, I've known them my whole life. So going to a school where I literally knew like no one, and I had one friend from high school that was there with me, was so hard. And like senior year sucked for me. So going in, I was like, I need this to be good. I need this to be my year. It wasn't. It was worse. To be for real. But there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with having that adjustment. And you know, you have to learn how to be on your own sometimes. And I had to learn how to be on my own. I would wake up, you know, go to class and I talk to anyone. Like, I had in classroom like people I've talked to that I sit next to, but they were never actually like outside classroom things. Like, and it sucked. Like, it really sucked. I would cry to my mom like every single night. Like, I want to leave. I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here. And I will say, I still don't like it. Like, I still do not love it. I'm not having the best college experience ever. But I don't hate it anymore, and it will change. And if you feel like you're in that spot where like, wow, I want to go home, like I don't want to be here, tough it out or don't. Like, it's, I would say tough it out, because you don't know what's going to change and what's going to happen, and it's only your first semester. Like, you know, most people don't even meet their friends until second year, and I keep having to remind myself, like, I'm really talking to myself while I'm talking to you guys, because it's real. Like, it's real, and it sucks, and it's frustrating, and it's social just sucks. Social for real sucks. Partying at University of Michigan sucks. I don't understand how everyone has money but no one wants to actually throw parties. Halloween weekend, Friday, that was it. I live on Central Campus, so maybe it was popping at North, but it was not popping. It was not popping. Tailgates are lame. I don't like it. All of our games are at 12, so the tailgate at 9 a.m. I'm not the one. And the parties I had to go to were just lame. And I just don't get it. Because I look at Michigan State that literally has the craziest wild parties I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And I just don't get it. You have to like know someone's uncle to get into a frat party. Like, what the hell? Past that, people are very cliquey at college. People are very cliquey. You think it's gonna end in high school? It doesn't. People are very cliquey. They stay on the people they're comfortable with. They don't venture out. If they do venture out, don't trust it. I wouldn't. But overall, social kind of sucks. And getting into social, roommates. I like a roommate. I do. She's a sweet girl. But set boundaries automatically. Do not wait until there's an issue to set boundaries, because that issue will keep happening and you'll be mad at yourself that you did not set the boundary. Set boundaries. Tell them what you're cool with. Tell them what you're not cool with. All that, this and third, because I promise you, you're gonna be pissed off if you didn't. Like, I wish I would have like sat down, like actually had a heart-to-heart talk about like what I like in my room and what I don't. Like, living with another person is really fucking hard, because I've like never shared a room with anyone. You know, I have siblings, so like I'm used to like living in a house together, but sharing a room and living in a house together are two separate things that no one can prepare me for. My advice for roommates is just talk to them, be open with them. If there's an issue, you have RAs for a reason. Utilize your RAs. They are there. They're getting paid from your tuition to do their job, so you will use that money and, you know, go to them if you have an issue. But yeah, social, it wasn't, that's probably the worst part of being at college, is the social aspect. I just don't feel like I fit it anywhere, and I know that will change. You know, it will change. But yeah, honestly, try your hardest, mingle with people. Again, this is my experience. Do not get scared out of the school or anything like that. The school's beautiful. It's amazing. It's an amazing school. It's so great. There's so many resources. It's like, it's insane how much money they have. Oh, utilize that money. They get sponsors every single second. Take it, because you're paying so much money in tuition. If they give you resources for free, take the resources. If you can't find a resource, go to them. They will make it up out of nowhere. I promise you. I promise you. But yeah, social kind of sucks. Finally, we are going to talk about the integration and just the school itself, and things that I wish people would have told me before I even applied, before I even went, this school will challenge you and push you to a limit you didn't even think was possible. And you and everyone else feels it. I was talking to my family about it. I feel like University of Michigan is a very unique school. A lot of schools that are like known for academics are not known for athletics. We are both. Our football team is so good. Nah, shout out, you know. But our football team is so good. Our athletics are so good, and our academics are also so good. That is not common. Like with like Yale, Harvard, all those like Ivy League schools. We're not Ivy League, we're close. Their athletics suck. Integration into the athletic academic world is so hard. I'm not a student athlete, I'm playing sports. Not for me. But everyone around you is. And they will get the perks and benefits that you thought you were getting. No, it's going towards them. And you just have to get used to it. You really do. You really just have to get integrated into that life and make athletics a part of your life, not gonna lie. Like, I had to schedule like football games into my schedule for the day. Like, it's honestly ridiculous how the culture is there. And the school itself is just gorgeous. It's a gorgeous school, it's an amazing school. But it's just the people sometimes. And like, don't shy or afraid away. And like, applying to the school, like, research, like, know what you're getting into, know what you want to do. Like, for me, I knew I wanted to be in honors programs. When I applied like with my intentions to getting into the honors program for LSA, and like I had those essays already ready before I even applied to the school because I knew I wanted to get into honors. And like, now I'm there, I'm like, okay, I'm happy I did that. Like, plan yourself ahead for success in the school, because unless you reach out, people do not reach out to you. Like, your counselor will not reach out and like ask how you're doing. You have to reach out to people and like get accustomed to doing things for yourself. And it kind of sucks sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, but like, it's worth it in the end if you actually like try and reach out. Like, look for scholarships, because you're the 1,000. These smallest little things, you can only like help an old lady across the road and they'll give you $500. Like, they have so much money, and like utilizing that money will only further your career and further your degree if you want to go like on past this, or if like this is the only degree you want. Like, utilize everything they give you, because they give you it for a reason. Go to events, go to festival. I didn't go to festival. I had class. I should have like prioritized not festival over class, but I should have. But go to festival, go to Winterfest, whatever it's called. Like, go to these little events that like have clubs and resources, because they get out free shit 24/7. I got like 20 shirts from just walking around. Like, they just give stuff out. I have a whole new wardrobe because of this school. Like, go to little events, like go to things, and like allow yourself grace. Like, give yourself time to adjust to like being a college student. It's not gonna come like within 5 seconds. It's not gonna come like, it might come within 5 seconds for some people, but for some people it might take months. Like, for me, it took until the end of the semester to realize like what I needed to do and like how I need to reflect. Like, it's hard. It's hard being in college. It's hard like realizing like you're an adult now. Like, this is your time to, you know, find yourself and like find your people. And if you don't do that within the first like 4 months, you're okay. Like, look at me, you are okay. Because like, I didn't find one person into, I still don't remember. Like, it takes time. And like, being with like other personal relationships, like prioritize the ones that you know are going to stay. Do not prioritize these little friends that you meet and stuff like that, and they're not connecting with you and you don't feel a connection. If you feel a connection with someone, prioritize it. Text them, like, be like, hey, let's go like eat ice cream, let's go on a walk, let's go to the dining hall together. Like, little things like that will add up and make a difference in your experience at being at college. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video, is my experience as a freshman. Let me know if you want a part 2 of this, because I could literally talk about this for hours. Like, literally, I can talk about my experience like for month to month to month. For it almost already, I could do it for literally ever. So let me know if you guys want another part to this, because I will make another one, because there's like advice and like, you know, I like want to be real and like show the actual side of college. People are just afraid to show like, I'm like, you know, hey girls, you know, wake up with me at 6 a.m. now. That was not me. Girls, we get up 10 minutes before class and I'm running. Like, I want to be real in here and tell you guys that like, college is different for every single person, and there's nothing wrong with it being different for every single person. Like, you're going there to get education that's personalized for you. Like, high school, you got to integrate with everyone else, but like, college is personalized for you. Take advantage of the personalization. But yeah, that's all for today. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I know I posted like one video and disappeared. College is hard. I will be back posting more, so don't you fret. Don't you fret. But yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day. If you're starting college next semester or next year, I wish you all the best. And let me know if you guys want another part, because I will go deep into detail about what happened in the first semester. But yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.